Hello, Just Too Good here, back with another review, and today I'm reviewing set number 40108. It has 66 pieces, 2 minifigures, and it retails for no amount of money, but it is part of the LEGO Creator line, and it doesn't really have a name on the packaging. Some people call it the balloon stand, but basically how you get this set is you have to go to your LEGO store or LEGO shop at home and spend over $75 or $75 on purchases. And it's kind of a threshold promo like that. And it's only for the month of June, at least in the United States. And now let's take a look at the packaging. Alright, here is the bag for the set. Mine was a little bit crumbled, but just the design of it is actually really cool too. I like it. They have the background right there. And the instruction booklet is just one leaflet of paper, no advertising or anything like that. Not even a parts list, which is kind of disappointing. Alright, so here is the kid. And the boy actually has some pretty cool printing on his torso, which isn't exclusive, and on his face, which isn't exclusive too, but they're quite uncommon. This was used primarily for jester faces, and he does have nice dark blue short legs, and that little tussle hair that we all know and love, that's used for Agent Chase and Mutt Williams, but it's in that orange color. So I guess it was used on that other agent from the LEGO Agents 2008-2009 line, which I never really liked. I thought he was kind of weird. But he doesn't have any back printing on his torso, but back printing on his face, which makes it a double-sided face, which is really cool because he has kind of a sad face. And he does come with this little balloon right here, which doesn't go on the stand or anything like that because it won't fit. But that's made as the same way as the other balloons, with that little Technic pin in the middle, and then these two little pieces on the top and on the bottom stuck to a stick like that. So that's a really clever build. Only thing I don't like is that he can't stand up while holding that unless you position it straight onto the ground, which makes him look a little bit weird, but hey, you know, it works just fine as a build overall. And here is the balloon salesman, and he's really cool because he has this uncommon printing on his torso. Only came in 3 Monster Fighter sets and 1 other creator set, which was the Horizon Express. That was from 2013, and Monster Fighter sets were from 2012. Monster Fighters is discontinued. That Horizon Express is pretty expensive, so that's nice. He does have some nice back torso printing. But his face print right there came in a few Fire City sets. So that's pretty cool because Fire City sets are kind of lame, so you wouldn't really have a lot of copies of this face. And his little hat right here is in this burgundy color. It's just that train conductor hat. It's not the most common piece in that color, but it's also not really too rare in that color either. So it's kind of in the middle, but it's just a nice addition to this minifigure. Alright, so here is the balloon cart itself. What a nice little design. Look at that. There's these helium tanks on the back, which you can move up and down because they are on this hinge right here. And you can actually get more posability if you remove the balloons right there, because you can move it all the way up here. But I don't see why you'd do that. And there's these wheels on the side right here, which are always nice to get in this kind of smaller size. And those make it kind of easy to wheel around. They also have this little brick right here to make it stand up like that. So that's pretty cool. So it's going to be really fun to play around and just wheel this all around the fairground or wherever you want to put it. And there's this handle right here, which, you know, you could put it so that the balloon cart worker will hold it. It's a little bit taller than where he is, but you can see he could hold it like that. So that's really cool too. And then there's this little container right here, which has 2 studs, but they're supposed to represent unblown balloons. So you get one that's orange, then one that's red. So I think that's actually a cute little detail, nothing I've really seen before. So that's cool. And my favorite part is the top right here. You can see they use this little, I guess it's a train piece. But what you're supposed to do is that you put the balloons on there. And you see you put one in that slot right there. One in this slot facing forward like that. And one in this slot. And if you see like that, all of them stay together. And none of them really get in the way of the others. They all are right, I guess you could say, jam-packed like that. And they stay perfectly. That's a really clever build that I haven't seen before, and I really like how they did that. Of course, the balloon designs are the same as the one that the kid has, and the same that we've seen in a few other sets. Like, they use it, I know, in the Andrea's birthday polybag, I believe it is, and they use kind of this lime balloon right here. And still, that's great for consistency's sake, and I love that little design right there. It works just so well. And you can see, you can take them all out, and then bam. And of course, like I showed in the close-up of the kid, the balloons are made out of these 2 dome pieces on the top right here, and then a little stick, and then in the middle there's a Technic pin. The blue ones right here in this blue color, these little dome pieces in that blue color, like, they're actually not really that common. They come in, I think, 3 friend sets and 1 princess set. So they are pretty uncommon. But yeah, that's really it for this build. You can see the bottom right there. And it just works really fine. It's a very simple build, but it's a very cute and kind of build that uses some new techniques that I haven't even seen before. That's all that for this build, and now onto the final verdict. Overall, this set is really impressive for threshold non-licensed polybag. And I really like the design of the cart in particular, but the 2 minifigures are actually really well made too, especially for a non-licensed polybag. And the actual stand itself, like I said, is really cool because they use that nice design that I like with the 3 balloons fitting on this little grill piece right here. And that's really awesome. That works just perfectly. And then, of course, the little other designs, like using these little studs as unblown balloons, I think that's really clever. And the helium tanks are really well done too. And just, you could fit this in kind of your city. You could fit this in the fairground. You could fit this really in many places. And it's really one of those civilian vehicles that you won't see in sets that aren't polybags. And I really, really like that as a whole. And then once you look at the minifigures, while none of them have exclusive printing, they're really well made. I mean, the face on this guy right here is quite uncommon, and the torso is actually really kind of hard to get nowadays because it only comes in the Horizon Express. It also came in 3 other Monster Fighter sets. And this kid right here is really cool too because he has that nice jester face and a pretty cool torso print that isn't exclusive, but it doesn't come in too many sets as of late, especially a polybag set. So I can't rate it because I can't really judge its price or anything like that because it's just a threshold promo. I do say that it is really worth it to spend $75 in this month. And you could just spend on, like, you know, Spaceship, which is an awesome set. You could spend it on the Ghostbusters set and the $25 set, the Guardians of the Galaxy sets, whatever you want. And I think it's really worth it overall. So it was very good. I like the polybag. Really well done. Nice civilian vehicle. And that's really it for this review. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.